Hi everyone, welcome back, and today we're going to be drawing 3 Inazuma characters from Genshin Impact. So for this video I wanted to do something more modern instead of like their usual outfits, and I got in trouble by saying modern, but what I mean more is like something casual, something that you'll typically see somebody wearing if they were living in our world. So that was what I was going for. So for Kokomi, we always know Kokomi is cheery and very graceful, so I gave her something close to a cheerleading outfit, not exactly that, but something similar to that. So I'm here adding in the base colors. Probably wondering why my art style a little different in this video than the usual videos before. It's because I was experimenting with these drawings. I wanted to get a new art style that's a bit simpler. But also a little more detailed like my usual art style. So I came up with this idea to use more of the multiply tool and of course make some of the facial expressions a bit more simpler. That way it doesn't take up too much time, but it also still looks a bit detailed. I was trying to go for like a hard shell shading at first, but I didn't like it. I'm not really used to shell shading, so I went with something simpler. So we're almost done with Kokomi. Stick around to the end to see the final product. I'm just adding in the background at this point and some other details. The next person I decided to draw is Yoimiya from, of course, Inazuma. I had a good time with this drawing because I was able to find like an interesting pose that I really liked on Pinterest and not copy the exact pose but do something a little similar to that, so I was excited about that. I was also more proud of the outfit that I came up for Yoimiya because I felt like Yoimiya in our world would be kind of like a tomboy, but like a cute tomboy. So I gave her a varsity jacket, and then I also gave her the signature bow in the back, and I gave her some short pants. So right now I'm doing the line art. For Yoimiya's line art, I decided instead of doing a dark blue, I did a brown. I didn't want to go fully black because black can be sometimes harsh, but I didn't want to do blue since Yoimiya's colors are more on the warm side with red, brown and other stuff, so I went with a dark brown. Right now I'm adding in the base colors, making sure everything is filled out well. This took a little longer than the Kokomi one because Yoimiya has a lot of details, and I tried to simple down some of her details so that it could look more casual rather than a usual outfit. But then again, there's so many details that I kind of wanted to add that kind of makes Yoimiya her character that I didn't want to overdo it and simplify her entire character and then you don't know who she is. So I just did what I thought was right, just the right amount of detail but also not too little details. Right now I'm using the multiply tool to add in the shading. I just used the blur feature to make the shading lighter. I blended out a bit and then I put the multiply to about 50% of its usual color. The hair was very nice, the color as well, because it had a lot of little details that I really liked. Right now I'm doing like the last bit of her art. I'm adding in some fireworks because of course that's iconic with her character, and that's pretty much it for her. The last drawing for this series is the Raiden Shogun. For the Raiden Shogun, I obviously gave her a more serious look because throughout the entire Inazuma, she was more of the most serious character of them all. I actually recently finished played Inazuma so I could get the Sumru, and I really liked seeing like the different cutscenes that I missed because I wasn't caught up with the story yet. And of course the Raiden Shogun was the main antagonist of the show, but I kind of liked her character development at the end. For the Raiden Shogun, I try to keep it a bit in between Kokomi and Yoimiya. I wanted to give more detail than in Kokomi, but I also wanted to be a bit more simpler than Yoimiya. So I went with this pretty transparent dress that I found off of Pinterest. I didn't copy it exactly, obviously I changed it to make it suit her character and to be closer to my art style. So that was it for her. I'm just doing like the simple shading for the Raiden Shogun. I had a great time doing the ombre effect on her hair. I thought that was really nice. I also did the same thing with the multiply tool. I blended it out with the blur tool, and then I made the multiply tool about 50% of its original color. So that's pretty much it for the Raiden Shogun. I had a fun time doing her braid, which was pretty cool. I also made the braid in front of her so that you could see the ombre effect, which I was really excited about. Then I added the transparent detail and the lightning, and that was it. Of course, stick around to the end so that you can see the full details and the final product.